What up guys and gals, Dean here. Very important information ahead of the Friendly Faces walk on this coming Sunday the 18th of February. An 8-mile trek to the very top of Bredon Hill, so that's 4 miles to the top and 4 miles back, deep in the Pershore countryside. So if you were thinking you could just jump in your car in your Sunday casuals and rock up to start walking up Bredon Hill, you were wrong. You'll need to be prepared for this one, so please watch this video through and I'll explain why. So let's get stuck in. So before I get to the all-important warnings, I just want to say that Bredon Hill is an incredible place to be. Not just standing on the top admiring the astounding views in all directions, but the diverse scenery, the extremely remote terrain, and the challenging route up and down the hill, which includes some short sections at the start and end through peaceful villages with cottages, remote farms, and just the sound of the birds singing. It's got to be in the top 3 walks that I think I've ever done. And I established that last weekend when I led a few people on a test walk around the very route that we'll be doing this coming Sunday. And so to the warnings. That walk last week was after a whole week of constant rain. The weather on the day we were there was great. No rain, no wind, overcast admittedly, but perfect walking weather for this time of year. But because it had been raining in the days prior, the ground was very wet, and what with the route consisting mostly of well-trodden grass and paths throughout, it was quite muddy in places. And in some spots, there's no way around the mud, the only way forward is through it. So the weather forecast for this weekend coming, we've got some beaming sunshine symbols for the time that we'll be out there walking, which is even better than last week. However, the forecast for the day before, Saturday, is rain. So we can be sure that when we get there, it might be nice and sunny, but the ground, as last week, will be wet and muddy. So my warning today, to those of you who still don't own proper walking shoes, do not rely on your trainers for Bredon Hill. They will get trashed. We've had a few people this year already turn up to a winter walk in their shiny white new trainers and wonder why at the end they aren't shiny white anymore. Walking boots are made for these occasions, and you need to have some in your shoes cupboard if you want to be a regular Friendly Faces walker. Something sturdy, waterproof, protects your ankles. Getting wet and muddy and keeping you dry is what they're designed for. So if you don't have any, on Saturday, get yourself down to a mountain warehouse or a trespass and invest in some decent walking boots that are going to last you for many more Friendly Faces walks to come. For this Sunday, however, walking boots are essential. Of course, also this is a particularly hilly route, the clue is in the name, and you need to be an active walker to go the distance. You know I always say on the event descriptions for Friendly Faces walks, if you've got any recurring injuries or you're not used to a healthy bit of enduring exercise, then this walk is probably not for you. Well, this route is no exception. So to wrap up on this video, a quick blast on the final points to bear in mind. Number 1, the starting time. Midday. Please don't be late. It takes about 40 minutes to get there from Leamington, but get the best route and estimated travel time on Google Maps first thing in the morning and aim to arrive at about 11:45 so that you can get your stuff out the car and be ready to set off with the crew on time. Number 2, the starting point. It's right outside the Queen Elizabeth Inn, which is on Main Street in Pershore. The postcode is WR103HS for the sat-navs. Number 3, parking. Obviously as close to the Queen Elizabeth Inn as you can get. You may have to park down the road and walk up. Of course, also let's look to car share where we can. Offering lifts on the event page right now will make you a hero. Obviously the less cars we rock up in, the easier it will be for us all to park. Number 4, dogs, not allowed. Farm animals on the route, so dogs are a no-no. Number 5, walking shoes. Don't think I need to say any more about that. Number 6, some food. So a homemade sandwich, emergency banana and a bottle of water. We'll have a sit down when we get to the top of the hill to eat snacks and hydrate and admire the amazing view. So perhaps bring an empty carrier bag with you to sit on in case it's wet up there. Number 7, a waterproof jacket. That's probably also a no-brainer for this Sunday, just in case it rains again. The temperatures are in the double figures on the forecast, so we shouldn't need to wrap up warm too tightly for this winter walk, but as you prefer. Number 8, finally, a rucksack on your back to carry the snacks and extra clothing if you think you might need it. So there we are. As I say, Bredon Hill is an incredible place to be, and Sunday afternoon will be an amazing outdoors experience that you will not forget quickly. Why spend a fortune and fly to another country when there are amazing places like this right here at home? I can't wait to join you all on Sunday and share this stunning route with you. So until then, this is Dean out.